This is Salamancer, and here we are going to watch the second round of IDK versus 9men. There you go, unpausing just now. Mick Ramone here on the engineer, on defense on Gravelpit. In fact, Crouton joining him now as well. And I gotta say, the engineer is supposed to be Texan, but with this loadout, I was pointing out that he looks a little bit more like an angry Transylvanian engineer, with that, especially with that gibbous right now. He looks kind of frightening, I gotta say. And of course, that is quite appropriate considering this is the month of Halloween. Both engineers getting out here and immediately trying to build the sentry up to at least level 2. They're going to get that done just fine. In fact, I think this guy is wearing, oh yeah, he's wearing the potato hat. No, not the potato hat. No, that's the hat that you get. Oh, come here, Crouton. Oh. Okay, well, he's alright. Anyway, I think what we caught briefly there, it actually had a camera on it. That's a hat that you get awarded if you get a bunch of views on a replay on YouTube, I think. Although I heard that achievement might be bugged somehow, and I certainly do not have a hat like that, and I've got a video with like 10,000 views, so I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, right now we've got a spy walking out here. Snowy immediately walking towards B, so he may go for a medic pick on Triobot here, which could be very interesting. But usually spy play doesn't tend to work out that well, and he decloaks. Yep, you're screwed. Sorry, Snowy. It's not meant to be. Ouch. So, yeah, it was kind of derpy there. He did not have enough metal for that cloak to last long enough for him to get out there. No good. And I need to take just a quick break here, actually. And that break really was all about somebody from work trying to contact me. But very quickly we do see 9men capturing point A, just like they intended to do. And that will get captured very quickly. IDK is, of course, sitting back there on point B. And right now, look at this. Sarah is actually staying inside spawn, but maybe not for long. This could be interesting. It is quite a common medic tactic to stand inside spawn and just have absolutely zero chance of getting killed before you push into B. But no, they are going to push into B with their medic immediately, which is kind of interesting because you usually see that the entire team try to bomb in and force the enemy medic to pop first, and you get your spawn way before they get their Uber back up, so then you've got 100% Uber advantage to try to push into B, and we're just not seeing that. So 9men deciding that they're just going to go in there, and look at that, they've already lost Snowy, so Snowy may have to come back in and try to make a split push through straight from the, oh, and of course there's sticky traps coming in here now, so yes, it does look like IDK knows that here comes the push, but immediately there you go, engineer trying to pick that up, but he may get taken out here. Oh, if he gets there, he goes. The sentry is gone. He drops it before he could place it down and have it build up again. So no more sentry for the moment. 9men trying to push pretty hard here, and are they going to get the kills, though? It looks like no. Their medic is down right now. Everybody's damaged. Dean coming in here and just trying to get a kill through this little connector there on the soldier, and actually soldier coming in and finishing him off. That was Snowy, but they were it's just these two soldiers left, and they're trying to push in against a very, very well-placed red team here. Oh, Snowy gets taken out very quickly. Actually, bombing soldier here, Firestorm tries to do some damage, but he gets taken out as well. So that little attack did not work very well for the 9men team, and they are now dropping back, just leaving the one sniper to sort of peek out here and see if he can't get any picks, because picks are important. Let's just see Mick Ramone, meanwhile, standing around, and of course there's nobody for IDK over here, so that sniper's not going to see anything just yet. But yeah, the teleporter getting rebuilt, the sentry gun getting rebuilt right now, and yeah, PRD still standing really far out in the open here. Did not take any damage from that rocket. That's kind of surprising. That rocket looked like it hit him, but I don't know. Don't know my exact splash range damages. Tragic ends up taking a quick scope headshot, but PRD taken down by Dean and Weiman. And why do I keep wanting to say Dean Weiman? Is that like a real person from, or at least like a character from a movie? Because Dean Weiman sounds so familiar to me. I don't know where it's from. I swear that's got to be a character from a movie. Dean, like from a college movie of some sort. You know, this is the dean of the college, Dean Weiman. Duh. Anyway, enough about that. We've got the 9men team right now all kind of hanging around the short entrance. They're looking for a sniper pick. They can't get it yet. And actually, these soldiers here just popping out there and trying to make sure there are no sticky traps. They have taken out a couple stickies on the ground. So they're going to be pushing in pretty darn soon here. It's just that they have this 100% Uber and they're not actually pushing with it yet. I don't know what's really going to happen here because they're eating some damage trying to edge around this point right now. There they go, finally jumping up and trying to drive this soldier back away from the roof. If they can hold the roof, then they can spam that sentry with reckless abandon. But there they go, the Uber popped so early right there, trying to deal some damage to the sentry and the engineer at the same time. And in fact, there goes that sentry, so well done. Problem is, IDK still has all 6 of their members up and the Uber just finished for them. So 9 men down 3 men already. Of course, 9 minus 3 is normally 6, but in this case, it's actually 3 left up right now. And yeah, red team with a very decisive hold here. They're spamming this little corridor where, of course, 2 of our 9 men backed up into. They just cannot get back out of there, so has to reset the capture time once again. And this is taking quite a long time here for 9 men. That's at least 2 failed pushes there onto B so far. Failed, like, fully coordinated pushes. PRD now playing the sniper once again, and he is going to look out the long entrance, maybe? I don't know. He's kind of indecisive about which one he wants to go to right now. They're doing a split push here, which is interesting. I mean, they're gonna have the sniper background behind looking for kills while the rest of their team goes through C. I wonder if the IDK team has spotted this. It looks like maybe, because their medic is hanging up around here. And there you go. They have spotted it now. Yeah, they know it's there. They almost have the Uber ready to go, and there, now they do. They can pop it whenever they need to. Not even taking a lot of damage at the moment because everything is still focused on that sentry. So there you go. The IDK team has lost their engineer, so he can't rebuild any more sentries, but the teleporter is still up there, so he can get back up very, very quickly. 9M's Sticko now taking out the Demo Man there. They're losing a lot of damage if they lose the Demo Man, so I've got to say IDK looks like they should be able to hold on to this as well. Sarah getting her Uber up there to about 33%, and my stream chat is being completely unhelpful right now. Nobody telling me about a Dean Weiman, so I guess I have to assume that maybe he just doesn't exist after all. Tragic doing a lot of damage here for IDK, and so it looks like our red team is going to have a very, very strong defense so far. Of course, this is stopwatch mode, and look, there you go. Sticko actually got 2 kills there. Triobot and Weiman both going down before Tragic could finish him off. That is pretty huge because now it's 75% Uber here for our blue team. They're pushing in right now. They've taken out the teleporter and dispenser finally, so no more of that shenanigans for the moment. Sentry getting built up here, but it's not going to last long enough. Yeah, there you go. Scout immediately took out that engineer and sentry, so now the 9-men team pushing into the B control point. They are going to start to capture on it. What they need to do, though, is make sure that as they're capturing, they have somebody holding very close to these choke points, so they make sure that their enemies cannot get out and start dealing damage. There they go. Yeah, they've got their soldiers actually watching chokes right now, and oh, had to pop the Uber there. Not good for them. Dealing some damage to Dean, who ends up dying there inside the point on B. And this could be interesting because right now the Ubers are actually very, very low here for our blue team. They are capping B, but it's going to be quite a significantly long cap time. So the 9-men team here looking like they have the work cut out for them. They need to get up to C very, very quickly, and they need to make a very effective push here because 6 minutes already is a pretty easy time to beat most of the time. I've been saying time quite a bit here. But yeah, basically how stopwatch works is the 9-men team, they have to set an initial capture time for all 3 of the points here on this attack-defend map, and then they reverse sides, they swap sides, and IDK has a chance to beat that time. Of course, if 9-men does not capture all 3 of the points, and they only capture 2 as time runs out there, of course you can see 5 minutes 20 seconds left in the round, then what happens is IDK can do one of 2 things. They can either cap A and B very quickly, under 6 minutes, or they can capture C, because since 9-men didn't even capture C, then if C is captured, then that is it. Of course, here on Gravelpit, you have to capture C only after A and B are already done. You can't just skip over to it like on Steel, which is a really weird map. Firestorm getting taken out immediately. 9-men making a good push here, though. They've just forced the Uber now for red team. Wing trying to stay on top of this Heavy, but it's not going to be enough. Heavy's still alive here. Ooh, Medic trying to come in, and Uber saw the Demo Man, who falls off. Very low health right now, down to about 60, but he's gotten a lot of kills here. Weiman and Crouton are both down. In fact, IDK has lost everybody. So 9-men definitely going to get the capture here on C. There they go. About 7 minutes, 21 seconds, and that is that Meet the Medic taunt with all the doves flying off into the distance. And now we got to see what's going to happen here when 9-men goes on defense. They do not have an engineer right now. That is interesting, and apparently there is no Dean Weiman in any movies. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of like a real-life experience I had with my college. I don't know. The most popular Dean Weiman is an engineer in Gulf? Well, I don't even know what that is. Okay, anyway, enough about Dean Weiman. I am obviously just like derping out hardcore and not able to separate fantasy from reality at this point. But that's what happens when you cast TF2 for so incredibly long right now. And 9-men look like they are set up to do a little tactic here where they're just going to spam in on this door constantly. And there's a bit of controversy about this tactic because most teams do kind of expect it now. They're not just going to be standing there taking a lot of rocket damage. So they're basically, if they want to, IDK could just wait for all 8 of the rockets to hit and then immediately charge out while the enemy soldiers are reloading. But no, it looks like that may not actually happen here. I'm not sure. Here come 4 of the rockets, and no, blue is basically just pushing out towards A, so, you know, screw it. Oh, they're taking a little bit of damage from a Demo Man here, so good job by, who is that Demo Man? That is STKO, Sticko, of course. to delay it just a little bit, and every second does count in stopwatch mode. I have seen games go down to the very last second and be decided they've literally been decided by a second on stopwatch games, especially in Highlander where you've got payload maps and it's just crazy, but even on Gravelpit and 6v6 you can get some extremely close games. So yeah, every second that you delay your opponent's team, it does help quite a bit. The IDK team now pushing back through their spawn, they're going to get A captured in just a reasonable amount of time. So now this is a very common thing. You push your team back through spawn, you get them all overhealed, and push out towards B through the long or the short entrance here from your spawn. And that's what they want to do. They, of course, kept their medic in spawn that whole time. He is perfectly safe. TrioBot is just now pushing his team out there. They want to Uber as late as possible, but they don't even see a sentry here, so that's actually really good for them. Getting bombed in by a soldier here. He does pop the Uber, though, before Firestorm can kill anybody. And there you go. Very good flash to keep the Demo Man able to jump up there without taking any damage at all. Now the Uber has been popped for for red as well, so 9 men popping theirs, getting kills on Weiman and TrioBot, and now they're trying to make sure they don't lose the point here as well. There goes Crouton, so IDK not able to put together this particular push. They did get a couple kills there, PRD down, Firestorm did die as well, and Sicko goes down. That's a pretty big deal, losing your Demo Man like that, but Sarah has about 40% Uber right now. They are probably going to keep her alive, no problem, and so that's going to be a very big advantage to our defenders here. Being able to keep your players invincible means you just keep them alive for that much longer and able to deal damage right when the enemy tries to push into you. So, 9 men just now holding on to the point very effectively, but they're very far forward here, interestingly. And of course, they don't have that sentry, so they actually just have 2 scouts, and one of those scouts is down right now. Soldiers jumping all over the place. It's mayhem up there. Firestorm immediately goes down again, and there go the stickies, starting to deal some damage to the combo up here. Pills right there as well, dealing, oh man, 9 men having to drop back through their choke point here, and they may have to give up B point. They've got 100% Uber, and I'm kind of surprised they're not pushing out with it right now, but no, they really are just giving up B with 5 minutes left to go on the stopwatch timer. That's going to be very tough for them to try to defend C with 5 minutes. Oh, and here comes a Kritzkrieg, actually. Wow. Very, very clutch Uber pop there to keep the players invincible. Those crits could have dealt a lot of damage, but now they have been completely nullified. Crit rockets dealing something like 250 or 300 damage per rocket, depending on how close they actually hit you. If they hit the ground next to you, there's a little bit of splash damage fall off. Not a lot, though. Firestorm is hanging out with a, Wing playing the Pyro right now for 9 men, and he's going to stand up here. If anybody tries to jump up to the point, he will, of course, air blast and hope to get some decent rocket reflects, sticky reflects, pipe reflects, and, of course, keep them off of the point for as long as possible. IDK looks like they're waiting for their crits to get back up ready again, because here's the thing, Kritzkrieg charges faster than Uber, so they're actually going to have it ready right now, and they may end up pushing in with the demo here. Yes, I think they want to do that, but they're giving Sarah a little bit too much time. Sarah could have the Uber ready to go. We'll have to see what happens. They're pushing in towards the point on C right now. They have popped the crits, and there you go. First crit sticky does nothing. Second crit sticky does end up killing Firestorm. He's just been dying so much this game. But Ramon and Crouton are both down. Oh, there you go. Sounded like a good reflect there. Wing has died, but so have Weiman and Tragic. The Pyro is down right now. So that is actually a kind of a big deal. It's harder to hold on to the point when you don't have any sort of anti-jumping capability. Scout coming in and pressuring the Demo Medic combo, and there's just not a lot they can do about that because Scouts are so hard for Demo Men to hit properly unless you can get them into extremely small choke points. And right now, 9 men does sort of have them in choke points here, and there you go. Look at those nice stickies there, and people may not even notice those. That could be very difficult if somebody decides to push out. No, they have noticed them, so nothing going to happen there. Sounds like TrioBot is ready with the crits once again. Going to pop that as quickly as he can. And Sarah this time around is nowhere near an Uber, so this crits could deal a lot of damage. They've got 3 minutes left to go here, and here come the crit stickies right now. Crit sticky taking out Sticko. PRD is down, Crouton and Tragic die, but somebody is on the point right now, and meanwhile it's this Demo taking out another soldier, so it's only 1 soldier left alive. He did manage to take out Ramon. It's only 3 left up for for IDK right now, including Dean, and there you go. The Uber is actually popped off of the point. They need to jump right back up there and stop this capture. There they go. So, and TrioBot looks like he ended up getting air shot trying to hop off of the point, so wow. I am quite surprised by the level of play here from 9 men. They are managing to stop this cap so far, but somebody's standing on it right now. Scout gets the capture while most of the 9 men team was alive. There you go. We're going to go on to the second round here. IDK wins that round. Of course, you have to win a best of 3 in stopwatch mode, and they will probably swap here so that IDK is on offense first. We will see in just a second. And I am really hoping to see... yeah, there we go. They have had to swap teams. So, just 1 second. So there we go, they have switched teams, and we're going to see once again, this time, of course, it is 9 men on defense first, and once again, no engineer from them. Last time around, they did okay without the engineer, but I don't know. Actually, there is a server map time limit, kind of weird. Maybe they executed the wrong config. There they go. They have changed it now. And we are, of course, seeing that 9 men, with no engineer, they're not going to set up a sentry to help defend their medic behind that point. It's up to IDK to make a nice quick capture time and force 9 men here to cap very, very quickly, or else lose the game. That is how stopwatch works. We are in... Oh, excuse me. We are in the second stopwatch round now. And IDK looking like they are running the standard classes as well. I expect to see them pop out here with... at least the scouts. I would like to see them try and bomb in the medic. Yeah, it looks like that may be exactly what they do. They're going to send both their soldiers out here, take a little bit of hits here from this soldier hanging out. Oh no, this medic is so far forward right now. This is actually really huge here. Got to be very careful, but so far it's working. It's just that, oh, he's taking some damage. Oh no, Sarah ends up popping the Uber, and that means a huge disadvantage for 9 men. Crouton hanging out here cannot get the capture on A, but it almost doesn't even matter, because I think what's going to happen now is IDK is going to push straight towards B. Yeah, so they do not have the capture down on A yet. It's, you know, maybe a little bit disheartening, but that does not matter. They're going to push straight out to B as soon as the rest of their team gets up. And in fact, are they actually sending a scout out towards A once again? I don't agree with that. Interesting. But anyway, oh, they're pushing out right now. They don't want to waste any time here, because Sarah does, in fact, have about 65% Uber built up already. Triobot popping out here right now, keeping these soldiers alive. They've got to go after that medic and stop her from living, and PRD does die immediately. Okay, Uber popped a little bit early there for our blue team. They've got to get out here. They have killed both of the scouts right now, and Demomen out here as well with them. Where is our red team defense, though? They have built up the Uber to 100%, so even though they lost that, IDK was not quick enough with the respawn times. And now the Uber's popped for red. They are trying to stave off this very, very big aggression right now by IDK. The Insane Dutch Killer is doing a lot of kills right now, and they really want to get after Sarah, but Sarah stays alive with about 50 health there. So, of course, if you were watching this game without watching the first game on Gully Wash between IDK and 9 men, well, you know, you missed a pretty darn good game that went to a golden cap, but I'm going to spoil it right now, so if you really need to go watch that game because it was an awesome game. But 9 men did lose that game in overtime in a golden cap round, and now they are facing a IDK team here that is being very, very relentlessly aggressive, but the Ubers are even, and 9 men should be able to hold on to this defense for quite a bit longer if they play their cards right. Right now, though, those cards do not include the engineer trading card. They do not, in fact, have an engineer, and that is kind of concerning to me anyway. Oh, Sticko immediately goes down, and that's huge. No Demo Man means not a lot of damage output left, and no sticky traps anywhere. Looks like this soldier going to go down as well. Crouton, the first man to die there, and Weiman now dying as well. But, oh, this medic is so out of position here. Could get taken out very, very quickly. Dean gets a big kill on Wing, who is just trying to come in and attack him from the sides, and that didn't work. 9 men down to only 2 players left. Nobody standing on the point right now. Looks like it's just Sticko, who just respawned, and Snowy. So no medic for the moment. Snowy trying to get the kill on Triobot, and does. So no medic at the moment for IDK. IDK losing that medic is kind of a big deal. Means they're not building that Uber as quickly as they could be to capture C, and stopwatch mode is all about the seconds that you are wasting. Ramon ends up taking some damage from the high ground. They're trying to get some capture time down, but right now this soldier is just stopping everything. Firestorm ends up dying there, but at what cost? Triobot now running the Kritzkrieg, and gosh, can blue team capture B? It is so tenuous right now because they keep losing players like this. They've got somebody on the point, but they don't have anybody watching the chokes, and so 9 men has an opportunity to come out and stop this capture, and that may in fact be what they do. Pushing out right now. They don't realize their opponents are running the Kritzkrieg, though. They're going to have to be very, very careful of that. But there goes Weiman again. It looks like our medic is standing inside the point right now. IDK making a bit of a mistake here, I think, in trying to get this point stacked up, because look, they're taking so much damage right now, losing a lot of players here on the inside of the point. Trying to that did not work for them at all, and now 9 men could actually set up their defense once again, but Sticko getting taken out there. Wing as well from Crouton and Tragic. Tragic finally dies there, and Crouton does as well. That is it. That is over for that little attack. So 9 men with a clutch defense there. And Weiman is in my stream chat saying, well, I've failed, LOL. well, and it wasn't just Weiman there who failed, of course. It seems to be the entire team having a bit of a problem. They are still putting down some capture time on the point, but that's it's so worthless right now to try to do that. They have to get the kills first. They have to pop this Uber. They have to wait the Uber out. Looks like they did manage to get the pop, but now Ramon is down. Looks like Crouton down as well. Weiman down to about 1 health, and he's going to get taken out very quickly. Dean is very, very low as well, trying to get back into spawn, but that's not going to work. And TrioBot probably just hanging out in spawn here. So ouch. Ouch. Very, very long capture time at the moment for IDK. So actually 9men really happy about their defense here on Gravelpit, and even though it was even though the game, last game did go to IDK, and from our perspective it looked rather decisive there, 9men is showing us that they are bringing this game to an even keel. I think that is a phrase that exists anyway. And so now IDK pushing around here through the right-hand side. They're bringing out a heavy as well with the Kritzkrieg, interestingly. Here comes an immediate demo jump. He's taking a lot of damage, though, and Dean goes down. Ramon goes down. Wyman on the heavy here could deal a lot of damage. He's down to about 200 health right now. Got to get healed back up soon, or he will die. Oh, no. And now a big, he had that Kritzkrieg, but did die before he was able to pop it and do any damage, so the sizzles were down. IDK is crumbling right now on offense. This is not good for them at all. 9men looking really good on defense right now, and they have not even had to pop that Uber yet. So 9men now holding off the B point very, very effectively. They're a little bit far forward here, but they are, of course, laying down some traps, and they know they're not going to get pushed right away. Scout kind of peeking out here, but he could just die very, very easily, so he's got to watch out. Let's just reload that. There we go. Okay, everything's looking okay. Sticko still playing forward, getting some ammo there from that little wooden palisade. If you've ever played like the Rome Total War games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Weiman did die there, trying to go after the medic and didn't really get anything. Ramon now down as well, and this is really what IDK does not want to do. They're sending in one player at a time, and they do manage to force the pop from Sarah, so it worked. But they could have had a lot more coordination on that attack, and it would have been a lot better. Might have even gotten some better kills. Firestorm did die, but he was the only one. And so now IDK does have 100%, and in fact, I think they're running the crits, so we're going to watch the Dean cam here, because he's probably going to get some crit stickies out there very, very soon. And they're kind of holding back here for Crouton to get back up. There we go. Crouton is ready now. And here comes the crits. TrioBot did take a lot of damage there. Kritzkrieg did kill PRD and Sticko, and here comes some more crit stickies, just trying to lay him down all over the place. So if anybody tries to come back out here, they will have to deal with those, of course. Nice little traps there. He's laying a trap now above the door as well. This is what IDK needed to do in the first place, to cover their choke points. But actually, the red team coming out this other choke point here that has not been guarded yet, and Firestorm trying to bomb in on his opponents did get taken out. Those crit stickies are still there too. But here comes the Uber to try and delay B a lot longer, and they did manage to take out TrioBot, so a good choice there. Yeah, they are stopping the capture on B once again. In fact, IDK may not even capture B. They may just, if they don't capture B, they are almost assured to lose this round, and it will go to a decider round in that case. Crouton just putting some capture time on the point, but he's having to back out now. 9men are just showing some incredible resilience here on defense, and they've taken this map by storm here. And I don't know. We'll have to see, because IDK is pushing in right now with no Uber, and there you go. Medic taken out. No, not taken out. TrioBot got away with 40 health there. Firestorm not happy about that one. Dean now hanging on the roof of B and stealing lots and lots of sticky spam death. And in fact, even chasing in straight after C, so he might just go for some spawn camping here. Yes, that's exactly what he's going to do. Got to get those stickies right at the door, and oh man, this could be really bad. Look at all the people that just spawned at the same time. If they all walk out this door, it's going to be so terrible for them. Snowy ends up dying to the sticky trap there. The only one to die. They're all probably going to come out of this side now. Yes, they have. Did not manage to get the medic kill there, which is, of course, good for 9men. But B is finally getting capped. It's just that took probably 8 or 9 minutes. That's a really, really long round, and not good for IDK at all. PRD jumping in there did manage to force the Uber. C is getting capped right now, though, and somebody's got to stop that. Scout tried to get up to stop it, and a soldier tried to jump up as well. Looks like they have managed to stop the capture 4 now, but only 2 men left for 9 men. 2 men left up for IDK as well. Where are they right now? Scout just peeking in here, trying to get some kills on the medic. I think he probably should focus on the Scout, but it's so tough to do because he's being healed by that medic. And there you go, Sarah went down to about 30 health, but going to be okay for now to hold on to the point a little bit longer. Crouton just slapping people with a fish on his way out to C here on Gravelpit. And I don't know, IDK is going to be very, very, very pressed for time here when they try to defend. It would be really incredibly epic if they could actually defend for like the whatever 11 or 12 minutes that they're going to need to, but I don't know. 9men is showing some super strong defense right now. And here's the thing, 9men haven't even used an engineer. I don't think they've used a heavy. I don't think they've used a pyro. They are just sticking straight up with stock classes, which, you know, in a situation like Gravelpit, it might not even be the optimal choice depending on the skill of your players. But obviously, these players are very, very skilled on their default classes, so they're going with it. Sticko does go down though, so no stickies on the point right now, and Firestorm dies as well. This may be the capture, but no, there's an Uber on the point. Everybody's got to kind of crash away from that. Get away, scatter, because no, you're losing players left and right. 9men now coming back up here, and they do need to get some presence on the point to defend it, but they do have that with a soldier, a scout, and now a medic as well. Uh-oh, Snowy goes down though. Needles come out for Sarah. It's probably not going to be enough. Sarah is not able to stop that cap, but here comes a demo man trying to stop it now, and oh my gosh, this defense is just lasting forever. Finally, almost 10 minutes on that capture time, IDK gets the third point. Crazy. So we got to reload the HUD there. There we go. And now it is, of course, IDK's turn to defend, and they have to defend all three of those points for 10 minutes. We will see how quickly 9men can cap all of these points, because right now they are running a spy. I wonder if that's just for fun or if they're really going to do it. Ramon here setting up a sentry, helping to build that up, and now he wants to build up a dispenser as well, interestingly. Okay, interesting. Because he's going to have to... I don't understand this. What are they doing? Yeah, okay, setting up the teleporter. Alright, I understand that. I don't know. He's okay. All right, that makes more sense. So what happened there? What happened there was he built up the dispenser, wanted it up to level 3, so that he could just have it out here when he moved out. But then he forgot to actually build the teleporter, which he's going to need because he's going to have to build another teleporter here. Then he's going to have to walk all the way back to spawn to grab that dispenser, and he's going to want to teleport back as soon as that teleporter builds back up. So of course, if you don't have your teleporter entrance up, that is not a very efficient use of your time. Where is Wing right now? Wing is the man to watch here because he is on the spy, and he's going to go for a pick. He's invisible right now. Nobody sees him. Oh, this engineer could be in such trouble here too. Takes a hit, and he's down. So there goes all of his hard work there. Probably should have just built it at the point. Oh, this could be huge. Just get the kill on TrioBot, and immediately Uber advantage for blue team. That is amazing. 9men have finally paid off with the spy play, and it's been so long since I've seen spy play pay off, I mean, in 66. Of course, it pays off all the time in Highlander, but wow, that spy just did some amazing work there. So 9men looking like they are in a good position here to push out against B. They've got to use their Uber. Ramon going to grab that sentry and pull it back just a little bit because he wants to make sure that he keeps it away from the Uber for as long as possible. TrioBot has about 25% right now. That's just not going to be enough to stop this. Most players still alive. Crouton dies for IDK, and immediately we see the Uber pop here to try and stop this sentry from surviving. There it goes. Now IDK is in so much trouble here. They're having to back up to C already. There goes 3 of their players immediately. TrioBot just kind of hanging out here and saying, no, we've got to hold on to this because there's still 8 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. Dean just now taken out there by a rocket from Snowy as well. 9men are doing an amazing job here. They've taken out everybody for IDK except for Crouton, and now they're capturing B. This is going to be pretty awesome here. I got to say, 9men is doing an amazing job right now of offense, and look at this. They're doing exactly the same thing that happened to them. Sticko setting up the sticky trap, killing Ramon right away, who was the pyro. And already, I think they're going to jump up here just as soon. Oh, Scout coming in behind this Scout. Gets maybe a little bit of initial damage, but he is probably going to... Oh, he gets out of there. Crouton is now down to some stickies. Sticko doing an amazing job here. And yeah, he's just going to stay down below and deal more and more sticky damage to his opponents. Tragic gets a kill there on PRD, but Tragic is now down as well. Here comes the Uber again from 9men. They, oh man, yeah, they're definitely going to have this capture. I don't see how this could possibly go in IDK's favor. They are getting some good kills here, but Sarah's now up to start capturing, get some... actually, whoa, what's going on here? Sarah trying to deal some needle gun damage and doesn't manage to do it. So, of course, I called that completely incorrectly so far, but Demo Man up here now, he's going to try to deal some damage as well. It's just a Demo Man against Scout is very difficult for the Demo. Here comes the Scout to try and help finish him off. Sticko is down, of course. Oh man, this is so clutched by IDK right now. They're holding on furiously. Wing goes down as well. TrioBot at 50 health right now. Oh my gosh, I think IDK has held it off, but they've got to do the same thing for another 7 minutes. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. And there you go, TrioBot is ready to charge. He's got the 100% up. That was clutch. I don't think he got any Uber saws off, but it doesn't matter too much right now because what a clutch defense. Weiman now coming out on the heavy. He's probably going to get upstairs to the top of the point. PRD, though, already with the counter to the heavy because the heavy is, of course, slow moving, and that makes it very, very easy on snipers. Where's the heavy right now? Looks like maybe they've called out this sniper, so he's probably going to be hiding from that. PRD looking in, and no, can't push out there, so he's not going to be able to snipe into the point as long as IDK is playing so far forward on defense. Wow. And they're doing a very good job of it so far, but still 6.5 minutes left. That's like 6 pushes at least. Oh, a good Uber force here, though, from IDK, and they're just going to back out now. Very wisely done. They forced the Uber there from 9 men, so they're not going to have that Uber to deal with like the heavy on the point, which is, of course, what they need right now. And yeah, lots and lots of spam coming out, but PRD does manage to get a kill there on Ramon. Now looking at this point once again, I'm just going to charge up the shot here if anybody tries to chase in after, but nobody's doing that just yet. So he's, we'll see. He wants to go for some more kills there. He hears the heavy right now. That is, of course, his primary target. But where is that heavy? He is standing, and oh no, he's actually in a position where he could get hurt here, and so IDK's got to be very, very conservative about where they put that heavy, because if he peeks his head out there where PRD can get a headshot, oh, there he goes! Weiman is down, so that is not good for them at all. Here, we're going to see 9 men pushing out very, very shortly, and look at the defense here for a red team. I'm just moving my camera all over the place, I know, but there goes TrioBot as well. 100% Uber, almost ready to go there for 9 men, and yes, they have it. So, yep, they're going to push up with it right away, and I think that we're going to see a decider round here on Gravelpit. Demo Man here just getting chased away and does a crater into the ground, dying of fall damage. IDK does have a pyro up there just to try and delay this capture, but it's not enough. And yep, Scout up here, soldier capping now. It's almost there, and there you go. Going to a decider round for 9 men and IDK in this second map of ETF2L. So we are back with the overtime round. It's not really a golden cap because it works like a normal round, so it's just basically a decider round. But here on Gravelpit, we are of course going to be watching IDK on defense first. Once again, 9 men has to set the capture time, and then IDK will have to beat it. And let's not make any lewd jokes about what I just said right there. Here they go. Once again, they're trying to do the same thing here, and this time they've actually set the teleporter in the right location, and it is being built up very quickly. So this time around, Ramon will have his NG setup working a little bit better as Crouton continues to build the rest of those buildings back behind. Meanwhile, oh, cute little sticky trap here. I mean, that is sort of visible. He's actually, Dean is just checking it right now. So I kind of like that. And that, in fact, it may be like 8 stickies. So even if you're standing very far away from it, that could still do a lot of damage. We'll see if anybody pushes out here, though, because right now everybody from 9 men is stacked around the A point, so he's going to have to hold on to that sticky trap for quite a while if he wants it to really get a kill. And here they go right now, 9 men pushing straight towards A point. They went to set the A capture time very quickly. Is the sticky trap still there? Yes, it is. So somebody's going to be watching that. Meanwhile, though, nobody going after the medic there for IDK. IDK's medic standing in a very protected location right now with the sentry, I think. In fact, oh, he's standing pretty far forward here, but of course that sentry will stop anybody from trying to bomb in on top of him, and that's exactly what it's for. Anyway, though, we do have Wing on the spy once again. He went pretty huge last time around, so let's see if we can't spot him here. He's looking for his opponents right now. He's cloaked in. He spotted the medic. He actually needs to decloak and come back in. There you go. And he has to get pretty far away to decloak just to make sure nobody hears that sound, because that is a pretty convincing sound to hear. Like when you're a medic and you hear that whoosh sound of somebody decloaking, you're just like, oh crap, look for the spies! Everybody starts looking for you, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So Wing is kind of going to stay here and wait for the rest of his team to push in, I think. Meanwhile, that sticky trap, is it still up? It sounds like some stickies are being relayed, so no, it's not. And there goes the teleporter by Firestorm, so somebody is going to be paying attention to these entrances now. They got to be very careful. Wing actually could use this to his advantage if somebody pushes in through this choke point, but they are not doing that. So we're just kind of waiting. Crouton ends up going down there to PRD, so there's another assassination class on the field right now. There's a sniper up as well as the spy. But meanwhile, IDK is playing all their choke points right now, And so if the spy were to try and sneak through here, Wing would not have a very good time of that. Actually, he has already done so. Maybe he was invisible when he did this, but here he's going to come in for the sap, I think. Oh, it doesn't even matter. The sentry is already down, and Wing just kind of hanging out here. He is going to go for the stab. Does get the stab on the medic, so there you go. Already paying for himself there. And can 9men capture B really quickly here? Here comes Demoman trying to bomb in, and looks like Sarah has gone down there, so 9men has lost their medic for the moment, but Dean is such low health right now. There are, of course, no health packs on top of this point, and if he just falls off there, he is so dead. Oh, there he goes. Sorry, man. You are done. Firestorm got up there, killed him with the shotgun. There goes Wing once again, another kill. That's not something you see very often with spies. Normally in 6v6, a spy will get caught out and killed very quickly, but there was already so much chaos there that IDK just couldn't afford to turn around and deal with him. So meanwhile, 9men trying to push out here once again and start the cap on B. IDK trying their best to desperately defend it. And can they do it, though? Medic dragging his soldier back beyond the point, getting pressured in by a scout. In fact, here comes that spy as well, going for a stab. Didn't manage to get it, so spy is right now dead. So is Wing, but here comes some stickies on top of our medic here, Trio Bot, taking a lot of damage. But look at Dean up here, up on top of the roof, dealing so much damage to the opposing team. Oh, 9men is probably going to wipe out here and do not manage to get the kill on Trio Bot. That is everybody except Firestorm. And where is Firestorm? We got to see if we can't spot him. Looks like he has gotten away, probably. I don't know here. But 9men barely failing that. That's pretty crazy. PRD now back on the sniper and Wing back on the scout. So it looks like the spy play has finally worn off. Worn out its welcome here on Gravelpit. But, you know, it may make another appearance. It's always very possible. PRD now peeking out here and looking for that soldier who is dealing so much damage to him, but he cannot spot him. Oh, there he is. Goes for the headshot between that little shed, and he does manage to get a bit of damage on the soldier. But, of course, if you get a bullet to the brain and it doesn't kill you, it can be healed right back up, as we all know from real-world medical science. Actually, I think there are a few people who've survived gunshots to the brain. Not all that many, though, but they can probably count it on one hand. But then again, you know, there's pretty famous stories there on Wikipedia about just that, so you should probably go check it out. Mick Ramone here, though, setting the sentry up right now to level 2, and that's going to be really good at defending their medic. IDK holding on for a good amount of time here, so 9men needs to put something together if they want to win this game. It is 1-1 right now, but that does not matter in the standings for ETF2L. So here comes Uber right now for blue team. And trying to get... yeah, they do force the pop on Trio Bot on his soldier as well. Soldier immediately jumping in, dealing a lot of damage, takes out Firestorm. Mick Ramone, the engineer, is now down as well, but you can hear the sentry is actually still alive. I think... where is it, though? I don't know. Maybe it's dead. So, looks like 9men are able to push in here without worrying about that sentry. It's 6-on-5 right now, but not everybody from IDK is really in position to deal with this. And look at how coordinated 9men are being right now. They've dealt enough damage, though Wing did die. Looks like we got some soldier jumping up here. Tragic trying to help finish off this one soldier, and he goes down. Sarah goes down as well. Oh, man. So 9men once again failing just a little bit here on this aggression. They're trying to take out the medic here. Don't manage to do it. Triobot still above 70 health. And there goes... oh, last scout in here just trying to deal some damage. Doesn't manage to do hardly anything. So PRD is dead as well. Oh my gosh. So 9men just failing a little bit hard. And as I was saying about the standings in ETF2L, whoever wins the map, even if it's like 2-1, they still get 3 points, and the other team gets none for the map for the league standings. So, of course, they've already, I should say IDK, already has 3 points in the standings out of this round. But if they win this Gravelpit game as well, of course they won Gully Wash. If they win Gravelpit as well, then they will get a full 6 points out of the standings, regardless of the fact that they went to a decider on Gravelpit. So I have spent a very long time talking about that, and you probably got it like in the first 5 seconds. You're just like, Salamancer, you're so boring, shut up. But anyway, soldier jumping in on top of the roof right now, and there you go. Firestorm gets taken out immediately. That seems to be the common story. Oh, Sarah drops the Uber! No! So 9men not having a very happy time right now. Wing ends up getting a kill on Triobot, though, so Trio is dropped as well. Both medics are dead. And IDK here with a decent defense, though, and look at that. Ramon knew that Snowy was in there, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to drop in and say hello, peeking in with that scattergun. And now they are very, very concerned about spies here, having lost their medic, I think, at least twice this entire game to a spy kill. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and once again, I think we're going to see 9men have a very difficult time capturing B, as they have already. If they don't capture it, of course, that's going to be a very easy round for IDK, and even if they do at this point, IDK is going to have a lot of time to work with on that clock. So Sarah's trying to get her Uber up. Right now it is significantly higher level than IDK's Uber by about 40% here, so they're going to have a nice big opportunity to push in and attack, but IDK has had a very good defense so far, very clutch. Got a scout standing up on the roof right now just to try and stop any sort of bombers. Sticky trap down here once again is a very common location. They're going to be paying attention to that. Ooh, could have killed that demo, but it did not. Uber's ready to go now. 30% left to go here for TrioBot. That's going to translate to at least 10 more seconds to get that Uber up, and in that time could get a bomb in on a demo man, could get killed very easily here. TrioBot down to such low health, 94% Uber though. Oh my gosh. Soldier having to drop back here, and does, and oh no. Oh, this could be really bad. TrioBot is in such low health right now. Does get the Uber up. McRamon has died again though. Firestorm does go down there, but that's the first kill on the 9-men team. So, looks like they're going to manage to capture the point here, unless IDK decides to Uber back out and stop it. But, I mean, if I were the IDK team, I would be thinking right now, it would be a really huge risk to push out there and try to stop that. Instead, we'll just sit here and defend C for as long as we possibly can. That's probably better. So, you know, they are going to lose B. That they have done, and it's been about 7.5 minutes though, so 9men not setting a very good capture time there on B, and IDK is going to have a good time trying to get after that. Of course, now the point C matters as well, and here we go, Ramon standing up there as a heavy at the moment. What is going to happen, I don't know. Looks like we've got a nice little sticky trap here, but it may have been spotted out. Yes, it has. So now the stickies have all been scattered by that explosion, and they kind of scatter in some weird random directions sometimes, I've got to say. But there you go, the Uber popped immediately. They knew there was stickies there, so they didn't want to deal with them, and he's going to be all over you like white on rice or like shingles, whichever you prefer. Heavy immediately goes down. That is the first pick there. The Uber was popped for red team as well. They've managed to stay alive, but Weiman does die now as well. Oh man, there you go. 2 players dying for 9men. It's very tough to get this capture here on C, but it looks like they should be able to do it. Tragic is down to 50 health here. Crouton dies as well. 9men, I think they should have this capture. Here we go. Tragic getting taken out by PRD. They've just got to get up here before anybody else spawns. It's only 1 scout spawning, so nice quick capture time there on C. It's probably going to be maybe 8 or 9 minutes. There you go, almost 9 minutes there for IDK to push into all 3 of the points and capture them, and that's a decent time. IDK should be able to do that, but we've seen them kind of falter on offense last round, so we'll see what happens. Here we go, we got Sticko setting up here once again. 9men, of course, on defense. They seem to not like running that engineer, so no, they're not going to do that, and that is a pretty awesome poster right there, if I do say so myself. Meanwhile, though, 9men are preparing their defense, and it looks like maybe Sticko was considering setting up a sticky trap over here on A, decided against it. Instead, he's just going to come over to B, and 9men are going to stack up B really hard. Do they have anybody on A right now? Let's just cycle through the players here. Yes, both the scouts may be defending A. I don't know. PRD is at least going to be scouting out and seeing what all comes out here. If it's a very weak push towards A with just like a scout or something, then he might very well try to stop that and bring in his friendly scout to help. But it looks like it'll be a bit stronger. We've actually got a soldier going out there with the scout, I think. Meanwhile, though, we're going to have a soldier coming out here as well. Weiman is probably going to peek out there and try to... No, looks like everybody pretty much going towards A, so they do want to get that. Weiman may end up going to try to bomb the medic, but he's going to be alone if he does. Ooh, got to get that medic back there. Could actually take a lot of damage. Where is TrioBot right now? Not taking any hits so far. So good dodging, but it's a little bit stressful there trying to deal with people's, or essentially practically spawn camping. Here we go, though. IDK getting very, very quick capture time on A, and now they're trying to send Dean out ahead. He is going to want to start dealing some damage here, and if I were him, yeah, there you go. Going to at least get a buff. And now have, oh no, the medic has actually dropped down here. So this is going to be the push from IDK. They're going to be very quick about this, not even worrying about Ramon saying longest TF2 match ever. Not quite. Apparently Ramon has not played Highlander. But here comes the attack right now. Blue team has not popped their Uber yet, and there you go. It's finally popped at the same time here. Interestingly, blue team is trying to cause the multi-Uber, and they have done so. So their Uber lasting a lot longer than Red's, as you can see. Medic having to drop back, though, because it was just the 1 soldier there. But he's still alive, actually, I think. And so IDK, with a very good offense, it's just that right now Trio is not healing anybody, so they've got a significant Uber disadvantage. In fact, did he die there? He may have died. I don't know. Anyway, IDK is now setting up for a second assault on B. They're probably going to go up through point C. Yes, that is what they are doing. Let's find, we'll watch the Tragic cam for a little bit. Tragic is, of course, quite a good player from the US. We've talked about him a little bit here. And looks like he wants to build up that Uber just a bit quicker. There you go. And found the Demo Man here, caught way out of position, but Sticko with about 40 health does survive, getting the heals from the medic just now. IDK's got to push in here. Really, they had such a damage advantage, but they didn't push with it. Well, here's the thing, though. They don't have an Uber, so it's probably a wise idea. Waiting for this Uber to just finish getting built up here, and then they will push out. Here we go. They're pushing right now. They've got the Uber, but they don't want to pop. Oh, no! TrioBot drops the Uber. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here, and IDK is wiping out on offense. They've only got 2 left alive. The Uber does pop for 9 men, so at the very least, it's not going to be a huge advantage, but IDK really wants that Uber advantage right now so they can push in, and they just don't have it. 9 men playing so well on defense right now, just putting out all the damage they possibly can. There you go. Actually, a 30% advantage here for the defense. So it's going to... IDK may go for a non-Uber push here because they've got such a disadvantage right now, but oh man, those non-Uber pushes, they just almost never work, and Dean just setting up some sticky traps here in case somebody comes around for a flank. Ramon with an overheal, going out here and seeing if he can't get a kill. If he can, that's going to be huge. Does not manage to hit the Demo Man though. And now they, of course, know that there's a sniper watching through long. This, of course, is the long entrance. Those stickies did not do anything, but the pill's now dealing some damage. Crouton goes down, and so does Weiman. Oh, man, yeah, they have to back off here and wait for the Uber now. Going to be interesting to see if they actually do manage to deal any damage here. Tragic ends up dying. He was trying to bomb in on top of the medic, but did not even manage to get the kills or the damage down onto Sarah. So Sarah is still at 150 health. Sniper is still kind of peeking out there. I mean, of course he's going to want to get some kills, but I mean, everybody knows he's there, so when you're just standing still and waiting for that guy to walk into your scope and everybody already knows you're there, in a competitive match like this, ooh, could have almost gotten something there, but he was just a little bit too slow on the draw. IDK now popping out, and they are going to push with the Uber. They've got to get this point relatively quickly. They've still got 5 minutes, but time is wasting right now. Ramon goes down, Dean goes down, Firestorm ends up killing himself. Ubers are popped for both, and yes, they have brought Tragic out here as the heavy. He's right now using his shotgun just to try to deal some damage to people, but oh, this is terrible for IDK. They've lost all their players once again, wiping out on offense. 9 men doing an amazing job, especially Sticko right now. Let's watch the scores here. Actually, 3 men for 9 men teamed up at 15. That's pretty hilarious. And once again, the sticky trap getting set down right there. But the scores do tell the difference in this game so far. In fact, Snowy here with 13 points. The lowest member of his team is higher than the highest member of Crouton outside of the medics, who of course leech points like no tomorrow. So we just kind of exclude them from those little statistics. But yeah, IDK is having some real trouble defeating 9 men right now. And that's really great for 9 men. These guys are looking like a very solid team. I actually do have some news about them, though. I think the 9 men team folded shortly after this game. I don't know if it was like just due to not having fun, or maybe they all wanted to be on different teams. I have no idea what was going on, but they're playing such a good game right now against IDK that I think they may end up winning this round. 4 minutes left here that they have to defend. The Uber is almost ready to go for IDK, so we'll see if IDK can't make a successful push here. If they can't, then time is really going to start running out for them. They've got a scout here just hanging out behind those big spools, but where is the push? It is just now coming out of the short entrance, and they have not had to pop the Uber yet, so it's good for IDK. Weiman taking some damage though, and he does die. So the Uber's popped on the Demo Man, but is just the Demo Man here right now. Scouts circling around behind, trying to deal some damage to the Demo Men. Demo up on top of the roof here, and now the Uber is finally forced for Red Team. They have lost Wing, but that is their only loss so far. Somebody's standing in here on B, but he's going to get taken out. No, he actually jumped out through a window, but it's just 4 on 4 right now, actually. 2 scouts up here for IDK doing a very good job of killing people, but now, oh, 9 men is getting spawners. They've lost Firestorm. Oh, beautiful work here by the scout coming in here. Who is this scout? That was Crouton. Ends up getting like 2 kills on the Demo Man is one of them, and Weiman ends up killing the medic there before he gets taken out as well. That is a pretty good kill because TrioBot is going to come up in just now. Got to get the heals on. He is immediately starting to heal Ramon as they walk out there, so they're going to have at least a 10-second advantage with which to work, but actually it looks like they're not even going to worry about it because time is running out here, so they have to push out without the Uber. PRD goes down there. Where's the rest of the 9-man team? They are running back. Yeah, they are not going to be able to defend this for much longer here. They're not going to have the Uber ready to go. Looks like they are just going to set some traps up here, and they're going to give up B. That's a wise decision, because if they tried to push into this at this point, they would be kind of screwed. So, here goes finally IDK. Could win this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I see that correctly? Are they? I can't tell. Yes, they are running the Kritzkrieg right now. TrioBot taking a lot of damage, but there goes the crits. Not dealing a lot of damage with his crits yet. Tragic and Weiman are all down. Oh no, only Scouts left alive for IDK. Now they could do a lot of damage here, but there's just too many players up for 9 men right now, and it's Scout versus Scout out here. I don't know, this actually worked out for Crouton pretty well. So 9 men is down to 3 players on defense at the moment, but they do have an Uber. 2 minutes left to go. 9 men can win this if they hold on for those 2 minutes. If IDK caps C before then IDK wins. It's all down to these last couple of minutes here, and that's why Stopwatch is such an exciting mode, because really, it's just all on the clock. Dean here taking a bit of damage here, but trying to deal a bit in return. Wing is back up on the Pyro, and is he standing on the high ground? Looks like he wants to get up there. Yes, he is on C now. Going to be able to try and stop that. Sounds like Sarah took a bit of a hit there. Wyman now getting some heals. Sarah has had to pop the Uber. TrioBot just now getting his Uber up. Is it still the Kritzkrieg? Yes, it is. So we're going to watch the, let's see. Yeah, sounds like the crits has been popped right away. Here comes some stickies, sitting all over the place. They managed to knock out the Demo Man and jumping up now to capture the point. Only 3 left alive, 2 left alive now for 9 men. It's just a soldier here. He's doing a good job of defense so far, but Sarah dies. Oh man, Snowy's going to have to get out there and try to jump up and defend, but Wyman is the only guy left here who can really jump up to that point and do an effective job of it. 60 seconds left on the clock here. This is going to be the most clutch defense in the world. Wing ends up dying there. Oh, big jump by our soldier here, but he gets taken out by Snowy as Snowy is fading away and dropping back. Now it's a Scout trying to capture the point. Both soldiers coming in here, but are not able to deal with damage there. Finally puts a big rocket right in the face of Ramon. A lot of capture time on the point right now, and it's just like one-on-one here at the moment. It's all deathmatch skills. There is a Demo Man on the point right now, and he's going to get the capture. IDK wins with like 30 seconds left in the game. Of course, this has been Salamancer. Follow me on youtube.com/FATMOP. What a great game, guys. Went down to the wire there. I am going to be signing out.